The Speed Racer movie is really good. If you were alive in 2008, which I'm willing to bet is all of you, then you probably have vague memories of this movie, whether you watched it yourself or heard someone else talk about it. The reality is, this movie did not do well in theaters, grossing a total of $93 million against a budget of $120 million, which is what we call no freaking bueno. Now, if strangely you weren't alive in 2008, or you more likely just don't remember the movie, then let me sum up the plot of Speed Racer really quickly. Pete and his older brother Rex, who dies in a rally race under controversial circumstances. Now we fast forward to the current day, and Speed Racer is old now, and he's following in his brother's footsteps in becoming a truly iconic T180 race car driver. He's got a girlfriend named Trixie. These are his parents, mom and pops. He's got an in-house mechanic of sorts, and Speed's best friend Sparky, and little brother Spritle, and pet monkey Chim Chim. We will get to Spritle and Chim Chim later. So one day, Speed receives a house call from one E.P. Arnold Royalton Esquire, who invites Speed to join his team, the Royalton Race Company. When Speed refuses, Royalton reveals that the entire racing industry is rigged, and that racing has nothing to do with cars or drivers. All that matters is power and the unassailable might of money. Royalton then pays a bunch of people to screw up Speed's races, thus jeopardizing his qualification for the Grand Prix. The only option he has now is the Casa Cristo Rally, which is the race that his brother died in. Oh my god, that's crazy. So Speed enters the Casa Cristo alongside Taito, Togo Khan, and Racer X, and I haven't even talked about Racer X. Racer X is another racer. He dresses in skin-tight black leather and is all mysterious and stuff. Anyway, they win the Casa Cristo, but Speed still doesn't qualify for the Grand Prix, and he also finds out that Togo Khan only helped him out so that he could better the value of his own company. In unexpected circumstances, Togo Khan's sister turns up with his invite that Togo Khan has rejected, thus letting Speed enter the Grand Prix, which he eventually wins. You get all that? I guess I lied when I said that I was going to sum this up quickly. So if you haven't seen the movie, then this will all seem really bland to you, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This movie is absolutely bonkers. While, yes, technically the movie is about an independent family of racers fighting against the corporatization of the racing world, it's hiding all of that behind a really fun and corny action movie where cars can jump up into the air, shoot out poisonous snakes, and fight with old medieval flails. Now, obviously the movie isn't without fault, otherwise it wouldn't be certified green splat on Rotten Tomatoes. For example, the effects make me feel like I'm under the effects of LSD while suffering extreme Harry Potter boneless arm disease, brachium emendo. And the movie is just way too long. It's 135 minutes long, and it definitely does not justify that. There are a lot of scenes that I feel like could have been left on the cutting room floor, like the scenes of Spritle and Chim Chim wreaking havoc in the Royalton headquarters and committing various felonies. But you know what? When John Goodman is beating up dudes on the top of a mountain, and this guy's firing missiles out of his truck that also has man-eating piranhas that eat a dude's finger, I'm not thinking about the bad pacing or the stupid Spritle and Chim Chim scenes. I'm just having fun. The Wachowskis, along with a really, really good Michael Giacchino score. I mean, have you heard that Speed Racer theme? The movie takes me back to 2008, a much simpler time when I would just play games on my DS and I didn't have a worry in the world. The cynic in me says that I only like these things because I see them through rose-tinted glasses. But it's kind of impossible to detach things from the time they exist in. After all, media does exist within our human framework of time. And really, I think it's kind of beautiful that we can create further meaning through the context of both our lives and the world that surrounds us. Now, I don't know if it's just because I spend way too much time on Twitter, but there seems to be a culture that demands that you only enjoy things that are widely seen as good. The age of the internet means that there is an instantly accessible archive of thousands of reasons why X thing that you like is stupid and that you're stupid for liking it too. This can influence people like me before we even get to experience something, or sometimes even before that thing comes out. Obviously, this kind of thing has been around since long before the internet, but with how widespread social media is these days, it's kind of hard to avoid. Because of this, I've only recently started letting myself enjoy things that other people may say are bad, like this movie.
The reason I guess I've been talking about this movie that came out 13 years ago is I think we could all do with a little more Speed Racer in our lives. Just shut out those negative voices and just let ourselves enjoy the things that we want to enjoy.